Hello and welcome to my comparison video of ClosersCopy versus Rytr. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is using one template or use case and kind of comparing them and then giving you my thoughts based upon all the features, tools, perks, pros and cons, prices, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. Here we have one of the frameworks. Overall, ClosersCopy is going to have way more frameworks. They are called use cases in this scenario, but they're called frameworks in ClosersCopy. Aside from the library that they have, they also allow the customers to actually upload their own, so you can choose from a ton of them. There are hundreds of them. With that being said, what I want to do here is just enter in the same information. So I'm going to be doing a video description. I put comparing two AI content generating software tools that you can use for online marketing needs. Keep in mind, this is just here for the last article that I created when it comes to using ClosersCopy, so that's just going to be something there, okay? I'm going to click on the Write For Me button, and then I'm going to go over to Rytr and do the same thing. Here we have the video description, and I'm using the same statement here when it comes to describing the video title. I'm just going to do one result. I want optimal, and then I want to click on Write For Me, and let's go back to ClosersCopy, see what we get, and then we can compare it. All right, so here we have comparing two AI content generating software tools that you can use for your online marketing needs. In this video, we compared two AI content generation tools. All right, it's talking about two of them. Just kind of gave us some. Let's see, we compared two of these. These are once again Talk and Talk 2. Do you want to create a website? Do you know where to start? In this video, we compared two different AI-based content generators. You will learn how they work, what kind of problems they solve, and which one is better. So let's get started. Overall, that one's not that bad. I like that one on comparing two tools. Some of these went a little bit deeper and started talking about tools that we weren't sure that we were going to even be talking about. So we'll keep that in mind. Going back over here, in this video, I'll show you two AI copywriting tools, Word Brewery and TextMaster. You can use both of these software tools to generate high-quality blog content in minutes. See how thousands of professional marketers and agencies have been using these AI tools to simplify the process. Ironically enough, this one also gave us two kind of random examples. Let me do one more and see what we get. In this video, I'm going to show you two AI content generating software tools that you can use for your online marketing needs. We'll be comparing them based on their cost, features, and how each tools improve online marketing process. All right, so I like that one. That one's actually pretty good, given the fact it's more generic and it doesn't have like two random examples that we're not talking about. All in all, this is actually a good showing of what I've seen from both of these. Overall, the content is just good. I wouldn't say it's the best in the world. It'll get the job done, but sometimes they will go off the rails a little bit, which isn't that big of a deal. I'll talk more about that as we continue on. When it comes to comparing both of these, I've done videos when it comes to creating the long form content. I will say that ClosersCopy is much better when it comes to doing that. Their long form editor is pretty much designed to do exactly that, where once you kind of have the input on it, let me go over here. Once you have your brief, you can utilize that to just highlight it and then create the text that you want using one of these blanks here. It's going to be a little bit different with Rytr. There's plenty of ways that you can do it. But if you go to like the magic command, this allows you to create some cool ideas where you can write some text and then continue on from there. A lot of the process can be used by highlighting something and doing either improve, rephrase, paragraph, or either continue writing, which is going to be another way of being able to create that longer form content. All in all, Rytr is going to be much simpler to use, but that's not a knock against ClosersCopy. I say that because they have plenty more features and they're a little bit more advanced. I even talked about in one of my tutorial videos that I'm always learning more about any other AI content generating software tools, especially ClosersCopy. Once I was doing my tutorial, I figured out a way to improve on using it and getting better results. And the same thing goes with Rytr. Although Rytr is going to be a little bit easier to use, ClosersCopy will be a little bit more challenging in terms of the learning curve, but the more power to it, the more you learn it, the better you're going to get at it and the better quality content you're going to create. With that also being said, I do believe that Rytr is going to be great if you want more of that short form content. As you can see, there's not as many templates or what they call use cases. Yes, there's going to be more and custom ones, but overall, if you want some of these simpler things like call to actions, question and answers, song lyrics, which was fun. I did a tutorial about that, some YouTube stuff and various other things when it refers to copywriting. Rytr is going to be a good option, especially when you consider their pricing and the fact that they have a free trial. I've gone over this a lot, and let me actually fix what I just said before. They don't have a free trial, they have a free plan, which is better than a free trial. However, it is extremely limited. It's cool that you get to see how it works, but you only get 5,000 characters per month. Better than nothing, and it never runs out. Well, after a month, it replenishes, and you can get 5,000 more. From there, the saver plan is pretty limited. It is great that it's only $9 a month, but even with 50,000 characters, you can run through that in a few days if you're using it efficiently enough. Then probably if you wanted to use use Rytr, the unlimited plan is going to be best. It's great that you can generate an unlimited amount of characters. It's only going to be $29 a month, which is pretty much a great price when it comes to creating copy. On the other hand, at the time of writing this, I do say ClosersCopy is going to be the better deal if you want to use a software tool for the longer term. This is going to change, obviously, as you can see on the top of the screen, but at the time of creating this, they do have the lifetime plan where it's going to be $297 for one time. They do have a few others, like this isn't going to be a good one because it doesn't have unlimited, but if you want more seats for you and your team members, obviously you can purchase for a little bit more. But when you kind of compare these, if you use this for like 10 months, it's pretty much going to equal using this. Plus, when you get the discount code, it's obviously going to be a little less. But that's kind of my thoughts when it comes to which one should you choose. If you're looking to use a software tool for the longer term, obviously the longer you use ClosersCopy when you get a lifetime access, the more money you're going to save in the future, especially when you have the discount code as well. However, if you're all about maybe creating some short-term content and you don't need a ton of characters, maybe you don't need unlimited content, or maybe you're just not planning on using it for much longer, Rytr is going to be a great tool just to get your feet wet, just to see how it works, and of course, save a bunch of money in the process. So overall, that is my comparison when it comes to these two tools. I believe that if you want that long-form content, if you want that kind of lifetime deal where you can save money in the future and just generate a ton of content, ClosersCopy is going to be the better choice for you, even though it is a little bit more challenging in terms of figuring out and using. That's kind of a good thing given the fact they have so many more features, perks, and the ability to create that long form content is pretty good. On the other hand, Rytr is going to be good for your shorter form content. It's going to be a little less pricier, and of course, maybe you don't see yourself using it for too long. You want to get your feet wet. That's a great place to get started, especially for the fact that they have their free plan. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this comparison helped you out in terms of trying to figure out which one is going to be the best for you. I will put the links down in the description for both of those where you can get started. If ClosersCopy still has that deal around, I will put a link so you can check that out. So it's not going to be around forever, especially when it comes to the discount. Also, deeper into the description, I'll put the reviews for each so you can see how they work a little bit better. I just wanted to give you my thoughts and opinions after using these where I can talk about what's going to be the pros and cons for your overall marketing needs. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video.